Page 32, Chord Prelude. This is the first piece in Chapter 3. The previous pages were reviews for Chapter 2. You're welcome to go through that and try them out. Ask questions if you have questions. Again, the answers are in the back of the book. Well, it's important you understand that stuff, though. So if you're getting confused, you're not sure, it's a good time to go back through and review everything again. So don't be in a hurry to get through the book, please. It's important you understand this stuff. Assuming that, let's go on, because we're just going to add more and more stuff here. Chord Prelude. We all know what a chord is. That's where you can hear two or more notes at a time. You can hear harmony. That's a chord. To me, it is. In this book, we're using 3-note chords here. You've already had a C chord. It's where the notes are every other note, and the C is the bottom note. It's a C chord. I could do any C, D chord, E chord, F chord, G chord, A chord, B chord, C chord. Got it? Right. We're just using the white keys here, not using the black keys. That comes later. Well, look in the middle of the page there, and you have a C chord equals tonic chord equals I chord. There's different names for the chords. And depending on what you're reading about or talking to somebody, they're liable to use anything. So if you understand these, at least you can understand what you're reading or what you're hearing or whatever. A C chord is here. A tonic chord is the basic, the root, the main chord, the one chord in the key. So what's a key? We're in the key of C major. C major uses the white keys. C to C. Any C to C. Any C, just the white keys. C major. Well, in the key of C major, the tonic chord is C. It's the name of the chord. The name of the key and the name of the chord is the same. That's tonic. Because these other chords in C major, they have names too. We'll get there someday. Just stay focused on this. Tonic chord. It has the same name as the key. Well, in a key, you have 7 notes in a key. Because the 8th note is the C again. All the notes, all the keys are numbered. 1 through 7. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I want, I can refer to the chord by its number instead of its name. So in the key of C, the C chord is one chord because it starts on step 1 of the scale of the key. 2 chord, 3 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord, and 1 chord again. And because we have so many numbers involved, the chord numbers use Roman numerals. That's why it's an I chord, Roman numeral for 1. It's a 1 chord because it's built on the first step of the scale, and a C major. Now, in some other key, that might be a different number because it's a different step on that scale. But we're talking C major here, just white keys. So we have the C chord, and it's always a C chord. It doesn't matter what the key is. It's always a C chord. You have a tonic chord, but that's for the key of C. And it's a 1 chord, that's for the key of C now, all here. You have different ways of referring to the same chord. So much for that. Let's talk chord prelude. It's 2 lines long, treble and bass clef, 3/4 time. We got quarter notes, dotted half notes, and a repeat sign at the end. Have we had repeat signs before? I don't remember. I can't remember squat anymore. You see at the end of the second line, the thin and thick bar line, which is the symbol for end of a piece. Well, here it's got 2 dots. Well, that's not the symbol for end of the piece. That is the symbol for a repeat. That is a repeat sign. Both staves have it because both staves have to repeat. It wouldn't make any sense to just have one staff repeat. And the rule is that you repeat back to the last reverse repeat sign. A reverse repeat sign looks like a repeat sign, but it's flip-flopped. It's pointing the other direction. That's a reverse repeat sign. There isn't one. So if there's no reverse repeat sign, then you go back to the beginning, and you repeat the whole thing again. And that's basically how repeat signs work. So this thing looks like it's 2 lines long, but because it's got a repeat sign, it's actually 4 lines long, because we will repeat it and play. We're going to play it twice. So we got that part. Now let's check and make sure we got the notes and the rhythms. I'm going to take both hands together because they're kind of playing one at a time. So the left hand starts, and you're starting here on this 5 finger. These 3 notes as a broken C chord. You'll learn to recognize these chords in the music. Oh, that's just a broken C chord. Those 3 notes together. Remember, blocked is when you play them at the same time, like in the 3rd measure. Broken is anything else, and that's anything else. So it's one at a time. It's still a C chord. Right here, same thing. You repeat it's a broken C chord. So there's this is just a C chord. Well, a chord prelude makes sense, I guess. And then you get the blocked ones, 3 counts of each of these, and then second line, they're broken again, but now they're going the other way. So get the notes and the rhythms okay. No hesitations. You're not looking at the keyboard. Keep it slow. It doesn't matter how fast you go. I tend to go a little faster so we shorten the videos a little bit, but you can go slow. And then we think about the articulation, which is the slurs. Here, it's actually a phrasing, because if you listen to it, that's a musical thought. Well, then it's a phrase. So lift up here at the end of the line before you play it. It's like taking a breath. Of course, it's a repeated note, you have to. But otherwise, you connect them. Connect all this. Then flip up. So we got 2 musical sentences here, or 2 phrases, all right? And it works out that we can connect all the notes in the phrase. Remember, you don't always connect all the notes in a phrase. And that curved line, you have to figure, is it a slur line, or is it a phrase line, or is it both? Again, you got to study the music. What is it? Well, it works out it's a musical sentence, so I'm going to take it as a phrase line. If it were not a musical sentence, then I'd take it as a slur. However, it works out either way. You're going to connect the notes anyway. Then we add the dynamics. Well, this is where the F-P, that little asterisk in front of the F, that's just a bookmark thing. That's not part of the music. It's the F-P that we're interested in. When you see 2 different dynamics like that, you know you're going to play that part more than once. The first time you play it F. Then when you repeat it, you play it P. F is forte or loud. P is piano or soft. So the first time we go through, we're going to play it loud. Whatever you think loud is, it's loud, not super loud, just loud. Okay. And then when you repeat it, you're going to play it soft. I'm very light here. I'm heavy the first time. I'm very light on the second one. And that's the dynamics. As far as how fast you go, it's up to you. Just keep it accurate. You don't have to play it super fast, and don't go super slow because then it drags. So just play at a nice steady speed all the way through. And then we add the pedal. Well, the pedal's pretty simple. They're pushing it down at the beginning, and they're holding it down to the end of the second line. I'll show you a slightly different type of pedaling than we did before. At the beginning, you see the pedal goes down with the note. The marking, well, I want to adjust that. I want to play the note first and then the pedal. So it's here, play it, and then, and it's immediately after. It's not rhythmically or anything, it's just immediately after, but I want to play the note first. Now the idea behind that is I want to start the sound first before I release all the overtones. You see, when I play a note by itself, it sounds one way. If I play a note with the pedal, it sounds another. You hear a lot more overtones, other tones, other pitches in the background. So I want to start it first and then release these pitches. On the last one, because it was really loud, I started the pitches, the overtones immediately, so it was more of like an explosion. Well, this is loud, but I still don't want to explode it. It's just loud. So I'm going to release the pedal, or I'm going to push the pedal down after I play the note. And at the end of the line here, when when I repeat, I'm lifting the pedal with the hands here, lifting the pedal. And then when I repeat and play it again softly, same thing. I'll push the pedal down after I play the note. So the last measure of the second line is first, and I repeat, you're here, then repeat, I'm here. So you have to coordinate the pedal with the hands, and again, we learn it without pedal first so we can hear everything and make sure the fingers are working okay, and then when we add the pedal, we understand the actual effect the pedal is having to the sound. Listen very carefully. So again, the last measure of the second line is here with the pedal, lift it with the hands, and then when I repeat and play it, I'm going to play the note first. And that's the pedal on this piece. Now you don't have to go that fast. You take it at your speed, at whatever. Keep it accurate. That's what's important. Now let's play it together slowly and double check that we have everything okay. And again, I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'm going to play it all about the same, but I'll do the pedaling as I described. So I'll give us 3 counts. Let's just go together, play it together slowly. 1, ready, go. 3, 2, repeat. 2, 3.